Thank you very much. And good afternoon, distinguished guests. It's also from my side a real honor to be closing this event on behalf of GIZ. And it has been a real pleasure to be contributing to this event hosted by the government of Montenegro. I'm going to repeat a couple of things now because my previous speakers have mentioned it all, but repeating helps to memorize. So this is why I'll still go for it. And I hope you can still follow me. I would like to start by quoting Valentina Superti, who said, "The master plan is EU membership." And I found that a clear and strong statement. And the benefits of joining the EU and becoming a member have been discussed on multiple occasions. But today, we discussed tangible pre-accession benefits, which I found really good because we have tangible results on hand that we shared. We spoke about banking transfers becoming simplified and 500 million euros saved on remittances alone. I hope I quoted this correctly. We spoke about trucks not having to wait 3,000 years at borders and the time wasted at borders reduced by 80%. Very clear statement. Fruits and vegetables crossing borders quicker and safer. Digitalization contributing to safer consumer products across the region. The voice of businesses in the reform process being strengthened, and a number of capacity development activities implemented, which are so important for institutions and individuals to build trust and to move forward. These are just a couple of results already achieved, and David just mentioned what lies ahead. There is still much to come lying ahead. These accomplishments would not have been possible without the hard work and dedication of all of you, and I truly appreciate your efforts and commitment, and you deserve all a big round of applause. I have been citing now the pre-accession benefits, but as a citizen of Estonia, which joined the European Union in 2004, I can really testify that the change in quality of life is real that happened also after accession. It is worthwhile moving on this path. Kaja Kallas is now the High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy and Vice President of the European Commission now. Who would have thought so 20 years ago? I'm aware that I do not need to convince you. The representatives of the economies present here today have declared their willingness to join the EU, and rather sooner than later. Despite the political challenges we're all aware of, there is energy, enthusiasm, and spirit in this room for integration. We should make use of this energy to work on the convergence gap that has just been mentioned. I don't believe in the 3 to 4 decades or 200 years that have been mentioned. I have seen it happening a lot faster in Estonia. And we have to work on it using the tools on hand, the growth plan, the institutions that have just been presenting themselves to move forward. As GIZ, commissioned by the German government and the EU, we understand our role as contributing to, as someone called it, a soft landing as soft as possible, contributing to minimizing this convergence gap, working with governments, working with the private sector, working with civil society, and being there when needed on this pathway. I'm glad to state that GIZ remains committed to supporting regional economic and EU integration. With the Regio Trade program now underway, and Tanya, you presented where it is going to support, we will continue to contribute to drive the region's development by assisting in the implementation of economic reforms that will bring the region closer to the EU and eventually integrate it fully into the EU. I would like to close by emphasizing again something that Valentina said. It is our responsibility to convince citizens too, and it is up to us to be ambassadors. So I would like us all to go out there and be ambassadors. I thank you all for your energy, and I also wish you safe travels home. Thank you very much.